Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and you are listening to another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast, and what? Two, three galaxies. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call the show Online Marketing Booth. I'm gearing up for my singing career. Okay, ladies and gents. Um, Beyonce is not the only one that's gonna go do tours. We're gonna start performing. We're gonna start doing live shows, concerts, stadiums. Book your tickets. We're gonna charge $1,000 a ticket. Be prepared. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gents, I am happy to be talking to you today. We are coming to you live today. It is May the 8th, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I am recording this show early in the morning. It's like midnight around here, okay? It is pitch black. It is hot. I record, ladies and gentlemen. I record where it's quite warm, okay? There's a reason for that. I can't be me myself. I don't like to be cold, because I'm busy thinking about how cold it is, complain, blah blah blah. But if it's kind of warm and I'm recording, then I'm good. I'm free flowing. It's better, it's better this way. I can be my natural, charismatic, charming self. But ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about something very important, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to talk about a subject that I know well, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I know this week, we talked about personality-based marketing. We talked about racism and marketing, race baiting marketing, racial marketing, using the N-word and getting $300,000, $400,000. But ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about truck driving and why. I don't know about you, ladies and gents, but it's getting bad out here in the trucking world. It's getting bad out here for the truck drivers. Companies are shutting down. Companies are laying off. It's a crazy time. But ladies and gentlemen, I will tell each and every one of you this right now. Can you make it in trucking? Of course you can. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for you, maybe. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe is the key word. You never know what you want to do. You never know what you want to do. But ladies and gentlemen, you might want to be a truck driver. You might not want to be a truck driver. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we will have a course. We will have a low-cost course on sale about should you get into trucking, should you not get into trucking. We will have that up and ready by Monday. Okay, we will have that up and ready by Monday. The price point will probably be about $30. It's going to be an audio program. You can download it. It's going to be MP3. You can download it. You can check it out. It will talk about trucking. Should you? Would you? What's your motivation? Why do you want to do it? You think you can do it? Because a lot of times, a lot of people, they see the truck driving industry as a easy way, as an easy job, but it's not an easy job. It's physically demanding because you bump up and down your back, between your back and your shoulders and your knees. It's physically demanding, but it's mentally challenging, mentally taxing because you spend a lot of time alone. You spend a lot of time alone. You spend a lot of time away from your friends, away from your family. So you have to think about that. So we will have that program for you to see if you are definitely ready for it. But ladies and gentlemen, we say all that to say, ladies and gents, the reason why I bring this up today, personality-based marketing, is because if you are in the truck now, if you are truck driving now is the time to start creating content for yourself. Now is the time to start filming yourself. Now is the time to develop your personality, whatever that is, however that is, whatever you want to sell, whatever you want to tell. Now is the time to do that because truck driving alone, bumping up and down the highway, may not be sufficient enough to generate the income that you want. Okay. A lot of people they lie all the time. A lot of people they say, "Oh, I'm making millions and millions and millions." I can't even say it without laughing. And millions of dollars being in the trucking game, as they say. Rule number one of anything, ladies and gentlemen, anytime somebody talks about a certain subject like they're selling drugs, don't listen to them. Okay, ladies and gents, that's just a tip from me to you. I will always bring that tip up because I remember during COVID, people left and right. They was like, "You got to get in the trucking game. You got to get in the trucking game." Where are those people now, huh? Where are those people? Those people can't be found. Those people are gone, ladies and gents. Those people have skedaddled. Those people have ran away. Those people are crossing into the Allegheny, going up the Delaware River. They are on the move. Okay, those are the liars of the group. Okay, those are the people that they were just trying to sell you a course because it is easier, ladies and gentlemen. It is easier to sell a course on the subject than to actually sitting there. As I told you, it is hard work being in the truck. I done it. I did it for 20 years. It's hard work going up and down, up and down, up and down the highway, bumping up and down the highway, going to different docks, getting it. Somebody just flipped me off, as we wind down this truck driving career. Somebody flipped me off the other day. I don't even know why. I just laughed and I kept it moving. And I thought, I really don't give a I really don't care at this point. You know what I mean? Like, this is the end. I could care less. So save your fingers. If you see me, my handsome face driving down the highway, don't even think about flipping me off because I really don't care. So that's neither here nor there. But I'm just telling you, it's a very taxing thing. But you want to be creating as much content. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the way that the America is going, you gotta get in there and you gotta figure things out for yourself. You gotta figure out something that you can do, something that you want to do, something that you can profit from, something that you can really hone in on and do for yourself. Because the jobs or the kind of jobs that I know, kind of jobs that I used to do, they are going to the dogs. Okay, they are going overseas. They are going automated. They are going to robots. They are going to chat GPTs or whatever the hell people got going on. They're going to that. Okay, so they're trying to cut out a section of Americans. The warehouse worker, the factory worker, the truck driver. They're trying to bring automation in the trucks. They're trying to bring robots in the trucks. So they're trying to squeeze us. You're an American. They have more and more people that are born from different countries coming over here getting the CDL license, and the more people that get into it, the more the freight rates are going plummeting down and plummeting down. I just saw the other day this trucking company that I used to know. I used to see their trucks all the time. They just shut down after 44 years. The guy was like, "Hey, I just ain't making money. I'm tired. I'm at retirement age. Good night. Goodbye, everybody." He's gonna pay everybody up until June the 15th. And then after that, you're on your own. So that's that. That's 100, 300, 400 trucks that's gone off the market like that. Other places are reducing their rates. So it's a madhouse. And so what you gotta do is you gotta figure out what you wanna do, where you wanna go. This is where the personality based marketing, this is where you market yourself, film yourself, put up content, whatever you got to do, you know, learn how to talk, learn how to speak, learn how to walk, chew bubble gum at the same time. I don't know. But what you got to do is you got to be mindful. You got to be wary. And don't worry about don't worry about a whole bunch of other things. Just figure out what you want to do and everything's going to be a-okay. This is not a time to panic. This is just time to say, hey, what can I do? Where can I go? What am I gonna do with myself? How am I gonna do it? You can always figure things out. You have the ability. This is why I told you yesterday, man, don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. Figure out what's going on in your life, figure out what you can do, figure out how you're gonna do it, and take it from there, And start there. Do not worry, do not have worries, do not say, oh man, I lost my job, blah 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 blah. Ladies and gentlemen, people have been losing their jobs since the beginning of the time. There are always new things that you can do. There are always different avenues that you can go down. There's never it's never the end, okay? You are going to be okay. But what I'm telling you is learn how to fend for yourself, okay? You always want to make sure you have extra things going on. The worst thing you can do is depend on one job, one paycheck, a paycheck, because sometimes those jobs, they pull you right, they pull the job right from under the rug, and they think, oh, you need us, you know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to the trucking, I've never trusted trucking company. You know, I worked for one for a long time. Um, they they're good people, but at the end of the day, you know, they are going to worry about themselves. You have to worry about yourself, and you have to take it from there. So make sure you know, if you're on the truck, inject yourself, film yourself. I don't mean inject yourself literally. I mean inject your personality. Show people who you are. Show people what you want to do. You want to play guitar. You want to paint. You want to sing. You want to dance. You want to, you know, start a party business. You want to start an interior decorating business. You know, you want to start a, you know, anything. Whatever you want to start doing it. Start doing it now before they bring all the robots into the trucking industry and kick all of us out these trucks. Well, I'm kicking myself out the truck, but hey, that's just me. But I'm just telling you, you use your personality, use the gifts that God gave you, and you are going to be a okay. Hey, listen, God still feeds the birds; He will feed you. You will be a okay. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that is it. We'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Zano. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. And as always, everybody, peace.